Hello, it's Gem Games here once again, and in this video we're going to add some blood decals to the game. So when we shoot a zombie, we spawn this blood emitter, and now after this video we are also going to spawn some blood to the ground from the emitter, or from where the emitter hits the ground. So yeah, let's get started. And we have this little error. That's because we have manually put this zombie here to the level, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, first you want to go to the link in the description that takes you to my Google Drive. You want to download these two blood folders. After that, you want to go to the resources folder, and here you want to import those folders. Okay, now let's go back to the blueprints and let's go to the decals. And here on the decals, what we want to do, let's duplicate this bullet hole the bullet hole m underscore bullet hole. And let's call this m underscore blood 1. Okay, it's not blood, it's blood, like that. And after that, let's open it. Here, what we want to do is we want to move these things a little bit further down here. Let's cut these links. So Alt and left click. Now, let's actually go to the texture sample and let's change this to blood 1 base, like this. Now let's copy this, paste it to here, and let's connect this to the metallic. Now let's select the blood 1 metallic. Now let's paste it once more and connect it to the specular. And now blood 1 spec. Let's move this even further down. Let's paste this once more. Now let's select the blood 1 normal. I think that's the next. No, roughness. Do we have roughness? Yes, blood 1 rough. Let's connect this to the roughness. And now the next will be blood 1 opacity. This opacity we want to connect to here. Move that to there. This to here. Okay, so we are getting the decal lifetime opacity. So we can fade it away. Now let's connect this to the opacity. And now the normal is the only one left. So let's paste this once more. Let's select the blood 1 normal. And let's get from... Actually, let's move this whole thing a little bit further. Maybe like this. Let's get this and connect to the normal. Okay, now we have all here. So let's save. And close. Now let's duplicate this material and let's call it blood 2. It will actually automatically be called blood 2. Now let's open it. Let's just change all these. So blood 1 base to the blood 2 base. Blood 1 metallic to blood 2 metallic. Blood 1 spec to blood 2 spec. Blood 1 rough to the blood 2 rough. Blood 1 opacity to blood 2 opacity. And blood 1 normal to blood 2 normal, like that. Now let's save all. And let's actually close. Would you like to apply? Yes, let's apply. Okay, so the next thing, we don't actually need these project settings. I don't know why these are open. Now, what we want to do is we want to create a new actor. So blueprint class, type actor. Let's call this blood decal. Let's open it. And let's add a decal here. So let's search for a decal like this. Now let's select, for example, our blood M blood 1. Okay. Now we want to change some values here. So we want to set these values, the decal size X to 5. Let's actually unlock this. Y to 50 and set to 50. So it's like that. Now let's rotate it 90 degrees on the Y. So it's like this. Okay? You would want to do the same thing as I just did. Let's compile, let's save all, and let's go to the event graph. We want to add some little code to there. So let's delete everything else than the begin play. And here on the begin play, what we want to do, we want to get the decal under here, and we want to set relative rotation. We want to set it here. And now we want to get from this, we want to get relative rotation. And we want to split it. And we want to connect the, oh, we have to split this also. So we want to connect the Y to the Y and set to the set, like here, and the X. What we want to do on the X axis, we want to add to it. And what we want to add is we want to get from this a random float in range. Range will be like 0 and like 360. So it will be rotated randomly on this. How can I show it? On this x-axis. Okay. And after that, what we want to do is, let's actually make this a little bit tighter, like this. Let's align this. Okay. After this, what we want to do, we want to randomly select the blood decal. So let's get the decal once more. Let's set decal material. Let's connect here. Now, from here, let's get a select. And option 0 will be blood 1, M blood 1. Option 1 will be M blood 2. And if you have other these like blood materials, you can add how many you want. And you can actually get a lot of blood decal materials from the Quixel Bridge, or whatever it's called, from the Megascans library before the end of the year. So you should get them, at least download them for your computer so you can use them later. So yeah, and now from here, what we want to do, we want to get a random integer in range. And in my case, it will be 0 and max 1, because I only have 0 and 1. Okay, now let's compile. Let's save all. We can actually close this. So the next thing, what we want to do is we want to go to the realistic starter VFX pack and to the particles and to the blood. So here we have this P blood splat cone. Okay, I think we adjusted something here on the last episode. Yeah, let's move it next to the first person map. Okay, my computer is lagging, I don't know why. Now, what we have to do here on the... We could add collision to these drops, but I think we have like a lot of these. So yeah, so what we want to do is we want to actually duplicate these drops. So right click emitter and duplicate emitter. Let's call this actually emitter rename drops underscore collision. And now here what we want to do on the spawn, we want to go to the burst scale and distribution. Sorry, not that. Burst list. Let's open it. It should have 3 members. Let's open it. Let's set this count to 1 and low count to 1. Okay. I just want to spawn 1 collision event per emitter. So yeah. And now what we want to do is we want to right click from here and we want to add a collision. Actually, so we first have to right click on this and delete this GPU sprites module from here. Now this collision that I just added, we don't want that. Okay. Now what we want to do is I want to right click and I want to go to the collision, and now we have this actor collision. I want to add that one. And there on the actor collision, we actually don't. Oh, here on the collision types, we want to open it, and we don't actually want to do anything here. So yeah, okay, let's not do anything there. So the next thing, we want to right click and we want to go to the event generator. And under the event generator, we want to add an event. Let's open it. Type will be collision, like this. Now we can just save and we can close this. So the next thing what we want to do is we want to go to the pp enemy main. So to the enemy folder and pp enemy main, let's open it. And let's actually close all these others, then not the event graph. Here on the event graph, let's find some empty space. And we want to right click and create a custom event. This custom event will be called load collider. And we want to add a input. It will be typed, it will be called particle ref. Type will be cascade particle. Which one is it? Cascade particle system component object reference. I think it's that one. So let's compile. Let's leave this open. Let's see if that's the right one. Now let's go to the blueprints and to the pp first person character and to the shoot hit get material or actor, and here where we spawn this spawn emitter attached. Here what we want to do is let's move all this code after that a little bit further. Here we want to get the enemy ref, and from here we want to call the blood collider like this. And now let's hope that this fits here. Let's see. And it does. I don't know, before I had some problems with this. I spent like 5 minutes at least making it work. It didn't. I don't know if it was some bug on Unreal or whatever. But yeah. So now that you have connected spawn emitter attached return value to the particle ref, now you want to go back to the pp enemy main. Let's actually compile first. And let's actually save all also. Now here on the pp enemy main, what we want to do from the particle ref, what we want to do is we want to bind event on particle collide like this. Now from this event, we want to get and we want to create another custom event. Let's call this on blood collide or something like that. Okay. And the next thing, what we want to do, we could just spawn the decal from here, but there sometimes it sometimes has some problems. So I will actually quickly show you. So let's. You don't have to do this, but I will show you. So let's spawn debug oh, draw debug like circle from the location. Let's make it like radius 5, thickness like duration, let's make it like 5, thickness like also 5. So now when we spawn this, you can see that what it does. So let's compile, let's save all, let's go to play. So now when I shoot the zombie, it should spawn the or draw the debug thing here. Okay, it's colliding with the ground. Okay, now it is actually working pretty nicely, but sometimes we have some problems with this, so it will basically spawn to the air. So how we can fix that? It is pretty simple, but yet effective. So let's go back to there. You can just leave it like that if you want, but I think this is a better way. So let's delete this. And now from here, what we want to do, we want to actually line trace by channel. Okay. Now from the location, we want to add to it, and we want to connect it to the start. And what we want to add to it is the direction multiply, and connect to here. And let's change this pin to float single precision. So what we're doing here, we're starting the line from the location, and the direction is basically the forward vector of the trace. So we're getting like minus 50 units from it, and that's the start. Now let's copy this, both of these. Let's connect location, direction to direction, like that. And okay, let's make this look a little bit better. So let's add a free road to here. Okay, and now we want to make this like 100. So it starts 50 units before the location and ends 100 units after the location by the direction. So the forward vector basically. So now let's connect this to the end. Now when we draw debug persistent, so we can see it, you can see what happens. So now even if the collider glitches and doesn't hit the ground, the line trace will always hit. So like this. So this will make sure that it will always spawn the decal, because before I had some problems with the emitter collision thing. So this will fix it. So now from here, what we want to do is we can actually make this draw deep type to none, and from the out hit we want to split it. And here what we want to do now is we want to spawn actor from class. Now it will be the blood decal. Let's split the spawn transform, and let's get the out hit impact point to spawn transform location. Out hit impact normal, we want to make this make rot from set, not from the X, from the set. If you get normally from this, it will get it from the X. That's incorrect. We want to get it from the set, you know. Let's connect this to here. Because our decal is rotated facing upwards, we made it that way. So you want to make sure that this is like that. And now we want to split the spawn transform scale. We want to leave the X scale to 1. Okay. And Y and to the X scale, set scale, sorry, these bottom ones, we want to random float in range. Let's connect this to both of these, leave this to 1. And this, let's make this like 0.5 and 1.5. You can obviously add whatever values you want here. And yeah, let's compile. Let's save. let's go to play. Let's see what happens. It should work. There's one more thing that we want to do, but yeah, let's try this. Okay, as you can see, it is always spawning the blood. And it will be a lot better looking if you add even more textures, but now, okay, this is glitching. You can see we have this plus spot here. Let's actually try with some automatic weapon. So with this. Okay, yeah. As you can see, it's working pretty nicely. So yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. Only thing that we are missing right now is, as you can see, the decals are not despawning. So, how we can fix that? Let's go back to the decal. So, decals and blood, decal, class. Here on the decal, let's click on that. Fade, start, delay. Let's make it like 30 seconds. So, it starts fading after 30 seconds. And fade duration, let's make it also like 30. You can obviously use whatever values you want. You might want to use a little bit bigger, but yeah. I think 30 and 30 is pretty good because it will be only 1 minute on the level. So yeah, you cannot like have like thousands of them at the same time. Or basically you can, but yeah. And also after like 1 minute, you're mostly not at the same position anymore to see the decals. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. But yeah, let's compile and save. And I actually think that was all for this video. So if you like what you saw, please click the like button and subscribe for more. And yeah, hope you have a great day and see you in the next one.